Hello and welcome back to FC Cymru. We're here at Pontardawe this afternoon for the culmination of this gripping Cymru Premier title race. Can Andy Morrison's Connah's Quay Nomads retain the title and deny the side that has scored a whopping 82 league goals this season in TNS? But first, we've got some stonking content for you. We've been finding out about the revolutionary new referees website, which aims to help and support our brilliant officials. It's sponsored by Schroders Personal Wealth.
All our recruitment is currently undertaken online via www.becomearef.wales, and that's been extremely successful. But the one element that's been missing really is the online support for our already registered referees to help with retention. And by having Schroders Wealth on board now as our partner, that's enabled us to develop a brand new all-encompassing website that provides the support, training, education and provides information to all referees of all levels throughout Wales, which is really fantastic.
I suppose the obvious question, Nigel, is why football, why refereeing, why Wales?
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the things that this last year has really shown us is the importance of football and of sport in general, to be fair. I think supporting referees, that's only going to improve the game, it's going to develop the game, and that's just going to encourage and get more people to be enjoying watching the sport and getting that value from it.
One of the things that we were talking to apparently is a problem is retention of referees. And so how do you think this website can kind of help with that?
Yeah, for sure, because it's access to that training. Especially sometimes it could feel a bit lonely as referee, and you're by yourself a lot. But having this now sort of shared space for us to sort of work, wherever you live in Wales, you can access the training, the education that comes with that, and a bit more confidence boost. It doesn't feel so isolated maybe. It's just a place for us to sort of to work collaboratively and access to that training from the highest sort of calibre of people from potentially all over the world now.
This is a way of sort of bringing people out of their shell to give them the education that they need to develop them before they step onto the pitch and enhance their development, because you can never learn enough, or you can never stop learning when you walk across the white line. So this is what this platform has been designed to do.
Was the educational side of it, was that quite important for you guys?
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. And I think there's some brilliant stuff that FAWales have been doing, but we do think we can add to that as well. Interestingly, at Schroders Personal Wealth, we created a Money and Mind report, and within that report we found that over a quarter of the people that we surveyed, they admitted that financial worries had affected their performance at work. So through this sponsorship, one of the things that we're able to do is help with the financial education of the referees as well. We really hope to get to the point where they can walk out on that pitch, be really confident and be focused on the game in hand, not worrying about any financial worries in the background really.
So Ryan, thanks for joining us.
No problems.
Here. Huge game, being played at Pontardawe here this afternoon. But the season in general for you, how has it been since the restart?
It's been really exciting actually. The games have been, the quality of football is outstanding. So even just almost from a neutral's point of view, it's been really entertaining. And then the fact Pontardawe have been performing so well on the pitch has helped it. And it's just been really exciting to be part of such a really good project here at Pontardawe. And looking forward to seeing what the next few weeks brings basically.
And just tell us a little bit about how you got involved with Pontardawe and how rewarding it can be as well to be a media officer. So
I knew a few guys at the club. I've got a degree in media production and never really used it. I love football and just thought, I could see the media needed some help, and I said, I'll come and help out. I know my way around a few things, and they were like, yeah, come on board. And all of a sudden, I'm running the whole media operation, and it's been amazing. The club have been so welcoming, the players have been really welcoming. Reece, the manager, has been amazing, it's just I can't obviously, I'm not taking credit for the team's performances on the pitch, but it feels like it's such a group effort from everyone, and I just feel a little bit part of it. They've made me feel at home, and it's just been nice to be a part of such an exciting journey that the team are on and the club are on, and just to play a small part in that has been hugely rewarding. Yeah.
I did just look at the camera and say he is taking credit for it. I think off camera he's been a little modest now, but off camera he's expecting a little trophy lift of his own.
Yeah.
I'm joking. But yeah, to see the club grow and you to grow alongside it, it must be so rewarding to have that, and then to have the Europa League playoffs to look forward to.
Well, this is it. You know, hopefully a nice little trip to somewhere in Europe in the summer would be excellent. And yeah, just sort of, you know, being able to sort of hone my skills whilst also doing something I really enjoy with the club, and around really good people who are also, you know, just everyone's pushing in the same direction, and that just makes things, you know, much better.
And it's really refreshing, isn't it? Football at this level, this is our national league, but I'm sure you find that footballers are so approachable, they're easy to do interviews with, and it must be just refreshing and makes your job easier.
Well, absolutely. You know, everyone wants the league to be, you know, to improve on and off the pitch, and you know, so many people are doing good things around it. Like you got the, you know, a Club Peldroid people, obviously you guys, and obviously Scoria do brilliant work, and then, you know, for the clubs then also to do great work as well on and off the pitch. The standards improving, and it's so entertaining to watch. You know, I've seen some fantastic games this season. You know, like in particular that Barry game a few weeks ago, the 3-3, like, you know, it was edge of the seat stuff. You know, and it's just really exciting to be a part of not just the club but the league as well.
Absolutely, and we've got to wish you the very best of luck going forward for the Europa League playoffs. It's great to see the strides that Penabont have made both on and off the pitch this season. Another club pushing forward is Pontardawe Town. They have managed to go from silver to platinum accreditation with the FAW Trust, and Mika Moore has been to find out how.
Natalie, the club recently attained that platinum accreditation. So what does that mean?
Within the FAW there's a structure of accreditation. So I used to be standard, bronze, silver, gold. Then obviously platinum was introduced. A couple of years back we hit standard, and as a club we really wanted to strive for more. So we made a common goal. We want to get a higher accreditation. Within that one season, with big club team effort, we managed to get to silver, which was brilliant. But again, we knew we wanted to be up there, and within the second season now, we've managed to achieve that in COVID. So.
Yeah, and like you said, you've had that incredible jump from silver to platinum. So how does that affect the club? What does that mean for the club? How does it benefit you?
It's absolutely fantastic, to be honest, because it just shows our players, our parents, the community, that the club really wants to strive and is pushing for the best experience that we can for our players.
The club is only this good because of the people involved, from the people who come down here on a weekend and help on the gate, right down to these coaches you see here today that give up so much time during the week. The smiles on these kids' faces is all down to these coaches. We're all one big passionate family that just provides football from under sixes right through to seniors. We have ladies, girls. We've started an autistic team, which is great, and walking football as well. So it just involves everybody. Lauren Dykes is probably one of our most famous exports from the club, a wonderful ambassador for the club, and is always willing to come back and help with the kids and do training. And it's wonderful to see the smiles on their faces when someone like Lauren comes along.
And someone like Lauren being part of this team and growing up through this team and seeing how she's had her career, what does that mean to you to have someone to look up to like that?
Well, I think that's quite inspiring, to be honest, because it's like she's come through this way and she's off like a really good footballer now. So I'm like, that could be like me, that could be any of us girls. I think it's something to look up to. I like that.
Well, it is a big club effort. We've all got our roles. Collectively, because we know what our roles are, it works. We help each other. And the players and the parents, they keep you motivated, they keep you going. You know, they love the game. Yeah. They want to be, you know, the next Lauren Dykes. They want to play for their country. So we're here to give them the best possible opportunities that we can.
What keeps you here?
I just love it. I just love doing what I do. I got good friends. I get on well with all the coaches. The committee must be the hardest working committee I know. The manager, the coaches, at all levels, it's a family, and I enjoy it. It gets me out in the fresh air, rain or shine, I'm here. And whether that's just watching a game or cleaning the showers, I just love to do that.
Could you explain your role to us within the FAW?
Yeah, so I'm General Manager of the GD Cymru South, which is the division below the GD Cymru Premier. So I've been posted for about 2 years now.
Yeah, and can you just explain to us how difficult it's been to keep things going, keep things ticking over and prepare for the return of football in Wales during the pandemic?
Yeah, it's been really difficult. You know, nobody's an expert in this sort of scenario. It's new to every single one of us. So it has been a challenge, but the team have worked really hard. You know, we put stringent protocols in place, and the clubs, along with the FW, have worked really hard to, you know, get to the end of the season, which, you know, we're here now today. So it's a great success, really.
Absolutely, and it's such a massive day in the Cymru Premier. And your personal journey to this point, you were the media officer at Ammanford, I believe, before this. How important was that to do a volunteer role? I've done it myself at Cardiff Met, and just tells how rewarding it was and the skills that you learned to get you into this position now.
Yes, brilliant, because they're community clubs, so you know they're not professionally run. So you get to, you know, dip your toe into a lot of different skills, do a lot of different roles, and actually pick up a lot of different skills that you can translate into other roles. Being involved in Welsh football gives you that sense of you're part of something bigger, and by doing that role and actually understanding, you know, what works in media, what works in marketing, has allowed me to develop those skills that now have allowed me to help out in the marketing section of the GD Cymru League. So it's been a nice transition, really.
Absolutely, and the club benefits from it as well massively in terms of helping out. Obviously, you've got some fantastic outlets who are promoting the Welsh game, but to be able to do that as well, to help that, is really important to be a part of. And hopefully, what would you say then to encourage other people to take up that opportunity to volunteer at their local club?
I think everybody involved in sports media wants to kind of get to the top, but sometimes it's far more rewarding being at the bottom, because you get to do a lot more, you get a lot more freedom, and you get a lot more trust to carry on and do your role. Whereas you probably take a little bit longer in the professional industry to try to get those sorts of levels of experience. So I'd encourage anybody, you know, if you're local to a number of football clubs, just go down and ask, because clubs are always looking for volunteers. And you know, as you've said, you're involved at Cardiff Met, and now you're doing a number of different roles, and obviously myself, I've gone to work on for the FAW, and there's loads of success stories now. People have done that, so you know, you never know who the next person could be. So if you start getting involved, then fingers crossed that'll be you.
Absolutely, and that is proof that volunteering at your local club not only helps the club, but it can also give you some crucial employability skills. Now, let's go and meet a club who are winning awards for the work that they do with volunteers. It's Cymru Northside, Buckley Town.
When we have got the opportunity to provide the kids with an opportunity to play, no matter whether they've played before, boys football, girls football, quality doesn't really come into it for us, and we just want to provide them with equal opportunity to access football, really.
Clwb pêl-droed Buckley arbennig ofnadwy oherwydd da ni'n glwb cymunedol, mae yna lot o aelodau gymuned yn dod yma I wirfoddoli, ddim yn unig jyst I chwarae pêl-droed, ond hefyd I helpu allan drwy torri glaswellt a pethau fel yna. A gobaith ydy I ni yn y dyfodol I ni ehangu hynna i'r gymuned mwy eang.
Those people that can give a little time help in such a way that they don't really realise, because there's such a lot of hard work going in, people that we don't really see behind the scenes that are really very, very busy.
Oedd yn anodd ofnadwy ac oedd o'n bwysig wneud y siŵr fod gen I digon o bobl fel gwirfoddolwyr mwyn I gael y statws platinum, a rhywbeth da ni'n falch iawn o'i gael, a rhywbeth da ni'n wneud y siŵr da ni'n mynd I gael o flwyddyn nesaf ac yn y dyfodol hefyd.
You know, so much work goes on towards achieving that, and it's important for the club. And even due to the fact that we received the platinum accreditation, we've been able to access further courses through the FAW Trust, which again helps us to sustain our growth and ultimately, like I've said already, provide greater opportunities for the kids, which is what we're here for. Parent reps are sort of the conduit between the team parents and the football club leaders, or the sort of management committees and things like that. And I think we've been running with parent reps for years. And yeah, I think it just adds a real clear channel of communication between the club from a sort of central point to the parents, and it allows us to get information out. It allows parents to express maybe positive feedback and constructive feedback directly to the parent rep, and then it can get to where it needs to get to.
Basically, I'm there to support the coaches and the managers and do the paperwork. Register the players at the beginning of the season, and any communications then send them out to the parents, and they feed it back to me. Just there to support the coaches. You don't have to be into football to be helping. And you don't need to know the rules, because I certainly don't.
Mae'n braf ofnadwy gweld y plant yn gallu hyfforddi fama yn y glob, rhywbeth 2 flynedd yn ôl, do'n i ddim yn ei weld o. A rwan edrych o gwmpas, mae gen i blant yma yn chwarae pêl-droed, yn hyfforddi, a hein ydy'r dyfodol y clwb. Felly mae'n bwysig iawn i gael cyfle i chwarae yma yn y glob.
Cyran, a mae'r chwiban yn cael ei chwythu. Nôl, Pen y Bont, dim. Connah'r Pencapwyr 2.
I think it's fair to say it was squeaky bum time out there at points today, but to get that second goal, I think everyone showed that relief when that went in. How did it feel for you personally to get that goal?
Yeah, I think it took the pressure off a little bit, because if they nick a goal, I think TNS were winning, so and they would have won the league on goal difference, and that would have been, the worst. But credit to the lads, we've all dug in today, and we thoroughly deserved that win.
And how great does it feel on a personal level, everything you've been to come back out onto the pitch, because football is escapism for a lot of people, and it does help you to deal with other aspects. So how good was that for you personally?
Yeah, definitely, because it's definitely kept my mind focused, especially last 6-7 weeks. So yeah, it's one of them things. It's a release from day-to-day life. If it's a tough time, it really does help.
Andy, never in doubt, was it?
Well, listen, we've been relentless this season. We were very good last week. We got over the line at Barry, and then we had to come down here and win against a very good Penny Bont team, who are clear favourites, for the playoffs. And we had to do a job. Got off to a great start. And once we got the second, it's never going to come back after that, because we are very good at keeping a clean sheet.
Can you sum up? Obviously, it's important for Connah's Quay what you've done, but for this league, how important is you challenging TNS for the title and winning it?
I'm not educated enough to articulate it how important it is, but it is, for the good of the league. There has to be competition. There has to be. And when you look at the great clubs, the Bangor, Llanellis, the Rills over the years, imagine them back now with 1,500 crowds and all that, what it would do for the league. And people don't want to invest, people don't want to have a go if there's somebody that's so far ahead. I think what we've shown over the 2 years with our hybrid version is that Ballas and Barrys and that, they can raise, this Penny Bont squad are magnificent, that they can go and have a go. And that makes it not just easier for a more saleable league, it also makes it that maybe TNS will drop a point at Penny Bont, maybe we'll drop a point at Barry, and it makes the league real, and it keeps it fresh, and nobody needs it finished with 2 months ago, especially Scorio. And we've managed to close the gap, we managed to go ahead, we've got to maintain that now.
The best of luck. Are we going to get any Shawadi Wadi out of you?
No Shawadi Wadi now, but there will be a song coming in the next couple of days.
And there we have it. Connah's Quay Nomads have retained their title. They are champions once again. Now, we've still got lots coming up, as well as the Euro squad announcement, including a feature that we've done with Wrexham women and the work they're doing to improve the facilities they have there. So we'll see you soon.